Hey everyone, it's Elizabeth. Yes, I'm a real person. I'm not some made up blogger that the admissions office programmed to make you think that they're real people who work for the admissions office. Um, I made a video for you guys last week, and I just finished watching it, and it's really boring and awful. So I'm making this new one, and hopefully it'll be a lot more entertaining than the one I made before. Um, but you guys sent me these awesome questions, so I want to go through and answer them. So let's get started. Lily asks, what does an average day consist of for an MIT student? Parentheses freshman year. Okay, Lily. Freshman year, most people take their General Institute requirements, which are MIT's equivalent of Gen Eds. Everyone has to take or pass out of or get transfer credit for physics, mechanics and E&M, biology, chemistry, and calculus through multivariable. So freshman year, I took the Intro Bio course, 511-2, which is one of the Intro Chem courses, and I took 801, which is physics mechanics. And then I took my humanities class, which was jazz history. And then aside from taking classes, I was also doing orchestra and chamber music society, which I still do this year, and I was also working at the daycare. Some people spend freshman year in a advising group. I had a traditional advising advisor. My advisor was Philip Sharp. Yes, the Philip Sharp who won the Nobel Prize for discovering introns and exons. I should probably draw him sometime and put up pictures of him. Or better yet, I should interview him. I'll get working on that. And some people spend freshman year rushing or doing recruitment for sororities and fraternities, which is another question you asked. Is it common for freshmen to rush sororities and fraternities? Fairly common. I would say 30% of girls here are in sororities, one of them being Shannon, one of our bloggers, and a little over half of the guys here are in fraternities, one of them being Paul, who's another one of our former bloggers. And I know this because I used to read their blogs when I was a senior in high school. So yeah, second semester I finished up my GIRs, took 802, which was E&M. I luckily got transfer credit for all my math GIRs, so I haven't had to take a math class in college yet. But all of my classes involve math. So, and I'm a biological engineering major. I also ended up taking the course 20 sort of like first course, which is physical chemistry, biological systems. And that was all differential equations pretty much. And I also took organic chem and I took jazz harmony and arranging. If you couldn't guess by now, I'm probably going to be a music minor. So, yep. Pretty much freshman year was school, working, and rehearsals, and figuring out how to handle MIT life. Which leads me to the next question. I'm awesome at segues, in case you didn't realize by now. Also super modest. Michelle asks, have you adjusted to your schedule and new life at MIT? I haven't. And not, to be honest, I don't think most people really have a good grip on their MIT life until the time they graduate, which means that after 4 years you have these crazy time management skills apparently. Hardest thing to get used to at MIT is having a perpetual schedule of exam taking and P-sets and meetings. But it really teaches you to take each day at a time, because it's really easy to get overwhelmed by the work. Also gives you a very good feeling of satisfaction if you can get through a tough week, which is what I did 2 weeks ago. I had 3 exams. And I got through it, and now I kind of feel like I can do anything. Alright, this next question It's super specific and I just felt like being ridiculous, so I wrote a song to answer it. Alright, I'm warning you ahead of time. I'm a terrible singer and a terrible guitar player, but I'm going to do this anyway. Zuni asks a question. Are all CS intro courses taught in Python? Are there courses that get you started in other languages? Well, Zuni, I'm taking 600, which is the intro course in programming offered by Course 6, which is the Department of Electrical Engineering and Computer Science at MIT. That class is taught in Python, but if you take 100, you can learn how to program in Java. 100 is the introductory course offered by Course 1, which is Civil Engineering. Also, if you're gonna be an engineer at MIT, you're probably gonna have to use MATLAB sometime. But most of the classes here give you a crash course in it, so don't worry. Also, if you're just looking to learn how to program for fun, your best luck will probably be in talking to someone on your floor or your hall or your dorm or your freshman advising group. Because here's the deal, there are a ton of programming geniuses here. It's MIT, and there are actually a lot of really nice people here who will gladly teach you how to program in Python or MATLAB or Java or Mathematica or whatever language you want to learn. What tip would you give prospective students for their interview? Don't freak out about your interview too much. It can only help you, it can't hurt you. It's mostly to prove to the officers here that you're a real person and not a robot, that studies for the SAT every single day for 5-6 months. Don't do that. That's not normal, and that's not going to get you into MIT. The interview is a chance to show off your personality, so I would just say be yourself and don't be nervous, which are the most counterintuitive things people will naturally not want to do. Alright, my last question of the day is, what's it like working for the admissions office as a blogger? Explain the experience. 4 words, the best job ever. Seriously. I love blogging and I get paid to do it. I also used to read the blogs all the time when I was in high school, and now it's super surreal to have one. And now my dad reads it. Hey, Dad! And Mom and Ryan. It's also really neat because now that I know the admissions officers, I can confidently say that they are very passionate about what they do and they care a lot about their jobs and they're very serious about them. So your applications are in really, really good hands. I would also like to say, in general advice, sort of wisdominess, read Chris's post called Applying Sideways, because it's true, and you should believe every word of it, and it'll also give you peace during your senior year. And enjoy your senior year. That's what it's for. As always, if you have any other questions, email me. My email address is on my banner, or you can put comments down below. I promise I'll go back to posting up pictures of my drawings in class next time, because I have plenty of them, you guys know that. And then other questions, yep, email me, I already said that. And if you guys have any ideas of what I should do for the next video, let me know. Any professors in general you want me to interview, maybe I'll get Chris Kaiser. And other than that, I'm going to go get dinner, I'm going to go to rehearsal, and then we're going to call it a day, because I just finished my 4th exam in less than 2 weeks. Alright, peace out everyone.